Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is for the week ahead. How are you, Capricorn? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. So I'm here to do a reading for the week ahead. For my readings, Capricorn, whenever you find them, they're always going to be for the week ahead, whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year. We are going to do two hands today, and we are going to do a reading, and then we're going to pick up those cards, go with a second deck. We're going to do a second reading. Sometimes those two readings will follow each other in energies, and sometimes they won't. Let's find out what's going on for you here. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn, please, for the week ahead. Tell me about Capricorn. All right, we've already got the Magician out here. What are you stirring up here? It feels like you have been manifesting something, that you're looking forward to something. You know your worth. I feel like you've realized that you have the tools. Look, a lot of people never get past the Magician energy. First is the Fool, then is the Magician. The one after that is the High Priestess. And some people can't get past the fact that they actually do have the tools. They never really learn how to use them. They don't believe in manifestation. I feel like you're right on point with all of it here. Well on your way to being the High Priestess here. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You are manifesting money. Big bags of money, Capricorn. Or it'd be a long-term relationship, something with longevity, right? Ten of Pentacles is always about longevity. It could be a lot of money. Maybe it's generational wealth. It feels like you're manifesting all the big things here, things that are going to last forever. We do have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You might be manifesting money because you feel like you're not living in your wish fulfillment right now, Capricorn. I feel like you are hoping that is going to change. I feel like you're not really all that happy in the situation that you're in right now, but I feel like you have turned to the use of all of your tools, right? You know that you have all the aces in hand as the Magician, and as soon as you learn how to use those tools, you can go out on some sort of new path. I feel like you're probably going to use the Ace of Pentacles first. Let's see if it shows up here. But we do have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, so it does tell me that it's kind of like I'm not completely and totally happy where I am right now. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. We do have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. Oh, interesting. It's like you need to forego being happy right now for something better that's in the future. It's almost like you're being asked to pass up something now for something better. We have the King of Wands. I feel like you're waiting for inspiration. You could also be waiting for the King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Aries and Gemini energy here as well as Aquarius. We have Pisces energy here. I feel like you have a lack of clarity about something. I don't know if it's how to use your tools or how you're manifesting. It almost feels like you have a lack of clarity, or maybe you feel like you've been fed misinformation. Maybe you're feeling at this point like the manifestation doesn't work, Elsie. You keep telling me that it works, but it's just, it's not a genie. You don't rub the bottle and then the genie pops out. That's not the way it works. You actually have to put in the hard work, right? You have to put in the hard work to become the Magician. First, you have to recognize or realize that you have the tools. But it almost feels like you think that you don't have clarity. It's like you don't really know how to use your tools, or maybe you think that you don't. But look, I feel like you're manifesting some really cool stuff. The King of Wands could be a person, it could be an energy. Take it as it resonates for you, but it does feel like you are manifesting some pretty cool stuff, but it's just not, I feel like it's almost as if you weren't dreaming big enough. I feel like it's supposed to be the Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles, and you've been manifesting the Nine of Cups. Here, you're looking for wish fulfillment. You're like, yeah, I just want what I want. Like if it's the pair of Louis Vuittons, maybe I just want the Louis Vuittons. and I feel like the universe is saying, like, you're not thinking big enough. You're not asking grand enough. You've got all of the tools, and it's time for you to make a really big ask. I want to say, start manifesting bigger things than you have right now. Tell me why the Ten of Pentacles is here. We have the Nine of Wands. This isn't very far off, my friend. For some of you, it could be a new job, that you're manifesting a new job that's going to pay more, or maybe you're manifesting that promotion. It could be that as well. The Ten of Pentacles is longevity, though. It's longevity in something here. We have the Three Pentacles. Very interesting. So you're ready to put the hard work in, and you're ready to be vulnerable. It feels like you're, even though you are considering yourself the wounded warrior, which means that you've probably been through a lot of hardship up to here. But I feel that taking action on whatever this is going to help you drop some burdens, because we do have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Wands. We have 10 wands on the table. There's also a wand coming from the King, right? So this could be the King that's coming in to help you drop these burdens. But either way, you're dropping the burdens here. Now, so I feel like it's almost like you want to pick up where you left off. Like with the Three of Pentacles, that's the energy that it's giving me. You want to pick up where you left off at some point. So maybe at some point you had gained some sort of momentum. You were making a lot of money. You had your own place. It almost like you've had a setback. That's what it feels like. You've had a setback. And it feels like you don't understand particularly how you had the setback. It feels like this Page of Swords is like you need to learn more. You need more information about how to get to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you are, it feels like you want to pick up where you left off. The Three of Pentacles also tells me that you're willing to put, work into it. You're willing to support somebody else in order for them to support you and be able to move together toward a goal, I want to say. But the Four of Pentacles being in the reverse tells me that you are now being, I want to say, a little more free with your energy, that you're being a little more vulnerable, that you're open to learning something. And I think that before you were not open to learning something. And I think that's why you fell into the Nine of Wands. I feel like you just kept having things go wrong over and over and over again. There, for some of you, might be a very valuable friendship here, or a valuable community. It feels like that you see value in the community, or maybe you see that you can make money in this particular community. Maybe you are going to move to a community where you're setting up a business, or where you know that you can make more money. Maybe you live in a remote community and you want to get more towards the city center in order to make that money. And I feel like, with the Magician here, it feels like you have all the tools that you need here, but I feel like you aren't dreaming big enough, is what I want to say. It's almost like you're dreaming in the Three of Pentacles, hoping to get a good community, hoping to network with people, try and build your reputation up again. And I feel like it's almost like you're not dreaming big enough. I think the universe is telling you, look, I just want to give you the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, but I can't give it to you before you ask for it. So I feel like you need to dream bigger, I want to say. Who's this King of Wands? Tell me about the King of Wands, please. We have the Two of Swords. We have the World card. Sorry, it's the Five of Swords. And the World card with the Four of Swords. You may have had some sort of an altercation with the King of Wands that led to some sort of chapter that closed. The Five of Swords is giving me the energy of there was something that you wouldn't allow this person to talk you into. And you're unclear about how this person feels about long-term things, long-term relationship, long-term happiness. You're unclear about how they're feeling. It feels like you maybe have only been giving this person maybe intermittent communication. The Four of Swords tells me that it's time to rest or time to heal. And that maybe the challenge is communication. We've got the sword on its side. There could be a challenge of communication with this King of Wands. It feels like there has been a chapter that's closed with the King of Wands, though. So this would be someone who presents as fiery and passionate and a go-getter, and somebody who is sort of aggressively pursuing you. They don't want to let it go. but I feel like you've closed the door with them because of something that you two couldn't agree on. It was like, we have a fundamental difference that it's never going to work out. I'm never going to see things the way the King of Wands sees them, and the King of Wands is never going to see them the way I see them. It might have to do with something that is moving too fast, that maybe the king wanted to move too fast, and you're a person who likes to move at things slowly. Unless, of course, you have fire in the rising or the moon, right? You might go a little bit quicker here. But it feels like it's almost like you don't have clarity from this person as to what they want. You don't have clarity from them. You're not really sure if they're an honest person. It's almost like they misinformed you, or they didn't give you all of the information. So it does feel like with the Ten of Pentacles here that being at the center of your reading, I feel like something really great. You're manifesting something really great. But it's unclear as to whether it is money or love or passion. Tell me about this. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. What is that, please? We have the Strength card. Okay, we have the Two of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So what you consider to be the Ten of Pentacles here is the ability to be able to speak freely, honestly, and truthfully about your feelings without having to hold back. So it feels like that this King of Wands is somebody who makes you feel like you can't speak your mind. And I feel like that's the fundamental difference. This person might be fiery. Maybe they pop off when you say something that they don't like. We do have the Five of Swords here. I feel like the universe is telling you to manifest something bigger than the King of Wands. And I feel like the Ten of Cups is here for a reason. I feel like there is something bigger on the horizon. Now, passion's great. A good-looking man or a woman is great. But I feel like the ultimate apex of emotional happiness is what anyone would pick over a relationship. If you had the chance to have somebody who was really hot and sexy and some hot nights that were temporary, and then you had the long-term happiness here, which would you pick? We have the Ten of Wands. Look, all the tens are out here. 1, 2, 3 tens. We don't have, we have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands. Oh, we don't have the Ten of Swords. So we have the Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords. It does really feel like that you are not really, that this energy that the King of Wands is giving you is sort of like really aggressively coming at you, won't leave you alone. I feel like what you want is a love you can talk about. You want connection that you can explain or speak about. Like, it feels like you need to have a lot of intellectual stimulation, words. Otherwise, this person I feel is having you hold back. And I think that's why you may have ended it with them. But I don't think they stopped pursuing you. I think they continue to pursue you because they're very attracted to you. They're also very attractive, I'm going to say. The Ten of Wands here, I feel like this is something that totally moves you away from your burdens. Telling this person no and waiting for the right person. I feel like the Temperance card is telling me that you're waiting, that you're being patient for the right time, and you don't know what the right time or what is arriving, but I feel like it's time for you to wait for the right thing, the right time, the right situation. Things aren't as they seem. I think things are closer, like this moment of alchemy is closer than you think it is. And I feel like you are dropping these wands and moving forward. I feel like this king is out of luck. This person is too pushy. I feel like they're pushy. They want you to do things their way, and they won't stop pursuing you. And I think it gives you the ick. I think it turns you off. So I feel like the Ten of Cups for you is moving forward. I feel like it's making you emotionally happy to move forward and just kind of go with the flow. Because I feel with the moon energy here, you don't really know what's going to happen next. And I think you're okay with that. I think you're okay with not knowing what happens next because you're trusting the universe. You're trusting the universe about what they're going to give you here. So we do have Justice, and we have the Devil here as well. There is a fear, a little bit of a fear of getting stuck or not knowing where you're going. But I feel like when Temperance shows up, you will get this shift of energy where you know what's coming up here. We do have the Star and we have the Seven of Cups. It feels like you're dreaming about it, you're manifesting it. Whatever is coming is pretty big. I feel like it's something that you've always wanted, and I also feel like you're standing up for it now. That you're standing up for yourself and you're saying, no, I'm not going to just narrow my view to somebody who's going to give me passion. I'm actually going forward into the future here. I feel like you're leaving this King of Wands behind and closing the chapter here. Because this person, I feel, is somebody that gives you worry. I feel like they are somebody who, you had to liberate yourself from the situation here. It feels like you had to be really honest with this person about what you wanted. And this person doesn't like when you come up against them and say, look, it's not just passion that I want. I want it all. I want the 10 of Cups. I want the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know what's coming up in my future, but I'm manifesting it all. And I feel like it is coming. We've got a couple of sevens here. I want to say you're about to hit the jackpot. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is here. It's something that's very exciting in the future, and you know that it is, and so you're going that way, and I think that you're leaving the King of Wands behind. Although this person, I feel, is going to continue to pursue you. I'm going to say they're going to continue to pursue you here. We do have Libra energy. We have Capricorn here. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, Cancer. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, and Aries. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I think I said that already. All right, let's go to the second hand. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Second hand for Capricorn. Tell me what else is coming up for Capricorn. Tell me what else is coming up for Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. I have pinned a comment to the comments area above the comments, and everything you need is there if you're interested. Tell me about Capricorn. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Knight of Cups. Get some more cards out here. I feel like somebody here is about to end an unhealthy relationship. There's been a lot of arguments, fights. Somebody here doesn't like when you speak up for yourself. I think it's time that you started taking care of you. I feel like that's around the time when the arguments began. That you started not servicing this person, not doing everything that you did, because Capricorn, you're the overgiver. You're always giving and giving, right? You're always making a beautiful home, beautiful meals, taking care of everybody around you. You love to dote on people. And I feel like when you stopped that and you started taking care of yourself, I'm looking at the Knight drinking from their own cup. I feel like you decided to drink from your own cup first, and it started a fight or an argument here. I feel like this turns into some sort of an unhealthy relationship that is like it was turning into something here, Capricorn, that was consuming all of you. It was consuming all of your energy, all of your emotional energy, all of your energy. Yeah, emotional for sure. Tell me what else is here. Queen of Cups. That's why. And then we have the Nine of Swords. You're stuck in this cycle with this person here. So the Queen of Cups is somebody when on her own, and I mean that she's not part of the Empress energy. When the Queen of Cups, when you're the Queen of Cups, and I feel like you are, that you are somebody who is always giving, right? And the Queen of Cups, the worry about not having any other wisdom other than this giving energy, the empathic energy, the energy of compassion and giving, is that this queen can become emotionally depleted really easily. Now, we do see, of course, another second indication here that this person is taking for themselves first. You can see this person is removing the fish from the cup. And so it feels like you started feeling depleted in some sort of a connection that either you were in or maybe you're even currently in. Look, this could be with a parent. This could be with a best friend. This could be somebody who's trying to dominate your emotional energy. somebody who's like, no, don't pay attention to yourself, pay attention to me. And I feel like you're kind of stuck in some sort of a cycle with the Nine of Swords. It feels like you worry about it, that I feel like you're exhausted. It feels like you're trying to slowly take back your energy, but when you do, I feel like it causes arguments. I feel like this will end up causing an argument or a fallout. And if it does, let it go. Let it go, Capricorn. Because anybody who would want you to give up everything you are, all of your energy, and put it towards them, that's a man, baby. That is what that is. That is somebody who just wants to use you as a workhorse. I don't think that you're feeling very loved in this connection. I don't think that this person gives you a lot of their energy. And so you decided, instead of waiting for them, that you're going to do it for yourself. You're going to drink for yourself. You're going to eat for yourself. I feel like you're done taking care of somebody else here. That you've got to, we've got two people sitting up against this church here, and we've got somebody who's kind of on their own. And I feel like you need to get on your own. Maybe you can stop in and ask for help, because these people won't. They think that they're going to get someone to come along and help them. They're not doing it for themselves. That's an old song. I just got the song Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. Do you remember that song? Maybe you're too young to remember that. I forget who sings it. It is Aretha Franklin and yeah, it's a good song. Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. Aretha Franklin and the lady that sang Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. Annie Lennox, that's it. So Annie Lennox and Aretha Franklin did a song. Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. And I feel like this is what's going on with you here. That you've decided that you can't keep giving all of your energy to somebody who's not replenishing any of your energy. And so you started replenishing it yourself. But it feels like it starts to have a really hard bearing on your relationship here. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, because it feels like there is some sort of argument that's about to fly here. We've got, and you don't see it coming. This person is getting more and more irritated with you speaking back to them, not listening to them. Like, it almost feels like somebody is pulling their power back. It's like somebody is, there's an Ace of Swords here. It's like, no, you back up. I got something to say. Capricorn, I think you're taking your power back. That's what it feels like here. We do have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, it is Capricorn that is definitely going to step up and say something. And I feel like this person is somebody who just keeps going and going, like they're hard on you. It feels like this needs to come to an end. We got the Nine of Swords here. I feel like this fight, argument, communication, this aggressive communication brings this whole thing to an end. That's what it feels like here. That you're going to be pushing someone out into the cold because somebody here is using you up. They're using you like the workhorse to do the laundry and the cooking and the cleaning, and they're not doing anything. Like, it feels like they're not really doing much of anything except pointing out the ways that you could do it better. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the 9 is moving to the 10 because of somebody who's liberating themselves here. So we do have Judgment. It's a big decision that you have to make, but I feel like if you are in this situation right now, I feel like you're about up to the eyebrows. I feel somebody here is about to just throw down the swords and be gone. It is a really big decision for you to make, and I feel like the way you think has transformed, and I don't know how that's come about, but it feels like you've changed your mind. Or I'm just looking at the butterfly on top of the end of the sword there, and so it feels like you've changed your mind, or you've realized that this isn't what you want, that you need to speak up, speak for yourself, that you're going to start taking back your power, taking care of you, loving the self. Yeah, you've been exhausted here, and I feel like it's time to have a conversation about putting yourself in time out. That's what it feels like here. The Hermit energy. I feel like you've gained some wisdom, and so I feel like you're speaking from wisdom because I feel like you've been through this before. I feel like you're in a cycle that you can't get out of, and I feel like bringing this to an end might be definitely ending the cycle. It's going to be a painful ending, but something here is going to die, and I think it's this relationship. But I think it's only because you spoke your mind. Look, you should never be afraid to speak your mind in a relationship, and if somebody doesn't like what you're saying, then they can kick rocks, right? But I feel like this person is used to you doing all the work. You can see that this person is up front holding the heavy bag, right? Well, these two people are here just sort of cuddling in the cold here. I feel like these two people won't get up and do their thing, but they're watching you do all the heavy lifting here. So I don't know if it's more than one person that you live with, but I feel like this is, it does feel like it's a breakup or a fallout of some sort. This person is not very open about their feelings. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Yeah, we've come to a gridlock here. We've come to a deadlock. I feel like you've said to this person, look, I have a lot of options. I have a lot of options for emotional happiness. And if you can't make me emotionally happy, then I'm going to be on my way. I feel like there's sword fights going on here. That's what it feels like. We're fighting with swords. We're fighting with words, fighting with mind. And I feel like these sword fights are going to lead to some sort of a new beginning for you. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. There it is, my friend. That's all we need to say, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Look, you're going to find a commitment somewhere else. But I think that mostly the Hierophant is showing up to tell you that you've learned the lesson, that the Four of Wands being in the reverse isn't the worst thing that could ever happen to you. The Ace of Cups in the reverse isn't the worst thing that could ever happen to you. The King of Swords in the reverse is the person you are probably living with. This, to me, is somebody who's unreasonable. They're unreasonable. They don't like when people talk back to them. They're the only source of truth, and they kind of back people up against the wall. They're very aggressive with the way that they say things. I feel like this person is somebody who is more interested in themselves than they are interested in you. And that doesn't make them a narcissist, but it makes them somebody who's quite selfish and wants to try and control somebody. Like the King of Swords is out of control, and so they have to try and control somebody else. So the Wheel of Fortune is here, and I think it's here because you've learned a lesson of the higher self here. The Hierophant energy, you might have a Taurus placement, you don't have to. Got Sagittarius here. It tells me your life is about to expand. But I feel like your life is about to expand when you go on this new chapter here, when you clean the slate and you decide that you are not taking this anymore, that you're heading out on your own, I think is what is going on here. And it's time for you to put down the bag. You're the one that is doing all of the work. It's time for you to make a decision to liberate yourself from this situation, because I don't think you're happy here. But I don't think this person expects what's coming from Capricorn. I feel like this person, with the moon energy here, that they feel like they can stand up to you and say whatever they want, and Capricorn's not going to say a thing. Well, I think that you've had some downloads and clarity over a little bit of time here, and you're going to take your money and go. I feel like you're the hard worker. You're the one who's bringing all the finances to the relationship. I'm going to leave it right there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and you guys take care. I'm out for now. Be well. Bye-bye.